But of all potential targets, Kiel was of outstanding value, and for these reasons: its paramount importance as German naval headquarters, its location on the Baltic Sea as gateway to Scandinavia, and the sheer number of its research establishments. All these made it top priority.
Major Tony Hibbert is a veteran of Dunkirk and Arnhem. On VE Day, he was leading a small target force in Kiel, northern Germany. His task was to secure German military and commercial secrets before the Russians could get to them.
At the end of April, I received orders to take a small T-force of 300 men to Kiel. My small unit had been collected by midnight on the 4th of May, and I then went to get permission to move.
From the outset, then, the strategic value of Kiel had been identified, and Major Tony Hibbert had been given the task of planning an airborne assault. However, the Allied advance had continued unexpectedly fast. German resistance was fading. The Russians were approaching rapidly from the east. The overall situation was both fluid and unpredictable. Hitler had just committed suicide. An overall surrender was being negotiated. A general order was in place that there should be no Allied advance beyond Bad Segeberg. However, Tony Hibbert had received a direct order from T-Force headquarters to advance to Kiel.
The duty officer at Hamburg said, no, there's a standstill order along the whole of the 8th Army front, and no one is allowed beyond that line. The orders I'd received emphasized the extreme urgency of me getting to Kiel. I saw on the map that there was one road open, but that there were 2 SS divisions converging on it, and I calculated that if I could get going by 3 o'clock, I could get through before they closed the trap.
Tony Hibbert now goes on to explain how he handled the duty officer, a procedure that probably does not feature in any training manual.
I used a very disgraceful tactic. I got the duty officer drunk with a very beautiful, lovely half bottle of 15-year-old single malt. And by 3 o'clock in the morning, I managed to get his signature. We reached Kiel by 10.
The situation awaiting them in Kiel could, on the face of it, be deemed alarming. A group of 300 Allied personnel was moving into a city with tens of thousands of German troops stationed, plus a naval garrison not inclined to accept news of capitulation. Not only that, but a civilian population swollen by the presence of hundreds of thousands of displaced persons, on the verge of release from months and years of work as slave labour. A cool nerve was required.